Hi, I'm Renee Askew, Chief Information Officer and Director of the Innovation and Technology Department. If you ask any business leader, consumer, or resident to identify their top IT concern, they might say, keeping my data secure. With the growing number of system breaches and attacks on large organizations, cybersecurity is a top concern. This presentation will highlight the city's cybersecurity efforts and the teams supporting the city's information and assets. Let's talk about the threat landscape. Since 2015, more than 192 government agencies have experienced a cyber event. In the past 6 months, several local governments have paid ransom totaling more than $1 million. The great debate amongst organizations is whether to pay or not to pay. Every organization has to determine what's right for them. So there are also a number of government agencies which have experienced cyber attacks. So we're looking at cities like the city of Atlanta. Baltimore was impacted twice, Akron, Ohio, Albany, New York, and many, many others. When you start looking at close agencies such as Texas, we had 23 government agencies impacted in a single coordinated ransomware attack. So think about that. 23 government agencies impacted in a single event. Closer to home, we have Cabarrus County, Mecklenburg County, Lincoln, and the city of Concord was hit with a ransomware. You also had issues such as web defacing, business email compromise, and a number of other events resulting in a loss of $1.7 million. That's a lot of money for local government. But cybersecurity attacks are launched against agencies in an attempt to penetrate systems and capture valuable information. These threats originate from a number of sources. So in the cyber world, we use terms such as nation states, which are foreign entities and foreign organizations that try to attack our local government. Activists and hacktivists are those with political or social motivations for unlawfully accessing computer systems. And of course, we have your criminals. Cyber criminals want to profit from selling stolen information and data. Now that we've talked about cyber criminals and threat actors who target city systems, let's talk about the methods they use to gain access. Business email compromise is a big problem. An email is sent to a company CFO requesting immediate wire transfer of funds. The email to the city is from a trusted person to redirect wired funds or payments. Another is phishing or spear phishing emails. Emails to trick employees to give up personally identifiable information or install malicious software called malware. The attempt here is always about gaining access to the system to retrieve data. Denial of service. In this scenario, cyber criminals attempt to block use of the city's system and network by attacking infrastructure and disrupting services. Defacement, as defined, defacing in the cyber world is changing or posting content on a website or social media platform. So if you go to a website and it looks different than what you intended, it's probably been defaced. So we've just walked through the most common types of cyber threats. To bring this home to the city of Charlotte, 100 million potential hacking attempts are received in any average month. 1,000 alerts investigated each month are potentially harmful to the city's technology infrastructure. And of those, 150 alerts per month require some level of mitigation by either patching the system or activating some defense system. The Republican National Convention is expected to be a significant cyber event. Working closely with federal agencies such as the FBI and Department of Homeland Security, we have been in planning mode since 2018. Since Charlotte was awarded the RNC, the city has had 3 cyber attacks. 2 were considered brute force password attacks. And these are tools that are used by the adversary to randomly generate passwords in order to find a combination to gain access. And the other is distributed denial of service, otherwise known as DDoS in the security world. And this is an attempt to take over the city's systems. Neither of these attempts were successful. An acute uptick in quantity and quality of spear phishing emails targeting executives and senior city management has been identified since the announcement occurred. Now that I've shared with you the scary aspects of cybersecurity, I'll put your mind at ease by sharing with you a little about the city's cybersecurity division. The principal responsibility of the cybersecurity division is to detect, protect, and defend the city against cyber threats. The team is comprised of a chief security officer and 10 full-time employees, along with a managed security service firm who provides 24/7 monitoring services. As I mentioned earlier, protection of the city's data and assets is the top priority of the cybersecurity division. The cybersecurity protection team is responsible for analyzing system logs for anomalies, email discovery, auditing systems for compliance to security policies and protocol, and providing 24/7 threat protection. The cybersecurity defense team is responsible for ensuring the city's infrastructure is secure and not accessible by intruders. They defend against these intruders by maintaining firewall technology. Yes, we have a virtual wall around the city system to prevent unauthorized access. Our systems are monitored 24/7. Your role is to stay alert and mindful of the increase in cyber activity, report suspicious emails, and complete cyber awareness training. Citywide cyber training is conducted every January, and you're also to ensure your teams and direct reports complete the necessary training. This training provides information and examples relevant for you at home as well as at work. I'll close by saying this: cybersecurity is not the responsibility of one individual, but requires effort and involvement from all of us. Stay alert, stay vigilant. Thank you.